This past week, there was a huge Amazon Flex glitch that ended up ruining many people's standings. There were whole routes full of deliveries that were marked on people's standings as if they were never returned. There were so many people standing that went from fantastic to at risk. If you end up at risk on your standing, that leaves you in jeopardy of being deactivated. Now, the glitch for many people was that they never returned the packages, which then Amazon believes that you stole the packages and you took them home. Now, this is a huge problem even if it's one package. So now imagine you had 30 to 40 deliveries saying that you never returned them. This is why you end up needing support to respond in 24 to 48 hours. There's many times people are waiting 3 to 5 days to get a response from support. And this is the main reason why you need a response from support, because if you don't end up getting a response, you can end up being deactivated automatically. Many people believe that it's an AI system that ends up deactivating people. And it's if you end up at risk for too long and you have too many problems on your standing. Now, personally, I do believe if someone was at good or fair, they were in jeopardy of being deactivated from this glitch, because once you have many times where it says that you have returned packages or you have late routes or you canceled a route last minute or even you ended up missing a route, these things count very hard against your standing. And like I told you guys before, the late grocery deliveries, they hit your standing the worst. So if someone was at good or fair, they were in jeopardy of getting deactivated. Now, this whole glitch was freaking a lot of people out because they weren't sure what was going to happen with their account. Now, what was confusing people the most was that everybody was having a different problem on their standing, so they couldn't tell that it was a glitch or not. And with the delay it took for Amazon to say something about it, these problems are showing up on your standing from the 15th to the 18th of September. I believe they finally ended up sending out an email on September 25th to people to say that there was a glitch and to ignore the things from the 15th to the 18th on your standing. Amazon did not say that it was fixed though, they said that they were working on a fix. Now, with the way the stations are ran and how chaotic it gets with the returns and just how you end up putting the boxes in a bin, many people also thought that there was a problem at the station with the people not scanning them back into the system, which does end up happening more likely than not. So always make sure, I urge every single person to take pictures of everything. This is the reason why a lot of people take a screenshot after they take a picture on the Amazon Flex app of the delivery. So if it ends up hitting your standing that someone didn't get the package or that you never returned or never tried to deliver the package, you have proof to show that you were at the customer's house. Now, the biggest issue with that is we never are told which house ended up saying that they didn't get the package. Everybody knows why Amazon doesn't give us the exact customer that ended up reporting they didn't get their item. It's because some drivers will actually go back to the customer's house to confront them. Now, the reason why this is very important is that you need to make sure that that comes off your standing, because like I said, it's seen as people are stealing items. There's many people out there that use Amazon Flex as their full income. It makes up for most of the money that they make in a week. And personally, I've used Amazon Flex to pay my college tuition for years. I very much understand that the income from Amazon Flex does make a very big impact on some people. Now, for anybody that is having any problems with their standing or was deactivated from this problem, I'm going to leave a bunch of support information down in the description down below for you guys. Now, the most important thing that you're going to have to do when you reach out to Amazon through the email is have screenshots of everything. So this is the reason why you have to document everything. I also urge every single person not to just go crazy on these customer support people. It's not their fault. Remember, they're given directions just like you and I to do their job. Now, I recommend you send it to the Amazon support email, the main one, but then also send it to the jeff@amazon.com. You need to send that email to both of those customer service emails, but you're going to have to be patient because most likely they're going to send it to the escalation department, which from my experience ends up taking a couple extra days to get a good response from somebody. But I encourage every single person to be patient, because if you're not, and you end up going crazy on them in the email, it's not going to get you any further. You could be courteous while also being firm. For anyone that isn't having any problems, just also take this as a note to document everything possible. It is always going to be your word against somebody else's. And many times the other person wasn't even there and they're working with very limited information. And this is also why people always say to record everything, like with the dash cam, like with your phone, because if someone ends up lying, they get caught up in the lie. So always document everything as much as possible. I really hope this ends up getting fixed soon for people, especially because it's not anybody's fault that this happened. This is just a system glitch. Now, if anybody has any questions, please leave them down below in the comments. I respond to every single comment. I will give you as much detail as I possibly can. I understand this type of stuff is very stressful. This is why I want to put myself out there for you guys. I believe it's not just myself that relies on this income. I believe that there's many other people out there, so I sympathize with them. To the next route.